All right, well, good morning. It's now Tuesday. We headed down from Detroit because of the truck situation. Came down here and we spent the weekend driving around, seeing Grandma and everything, going out to dinner with Dad. Dad's up to see Grandma. And, no check engine light, no transmission fault anymore. I did a lot of reading on it. I thought I had it narrowed down to this. The shifter stock on these trucks are like known for going out. These here, I guess a lot of people have been having trouble with those, and I thought for sure I had it narrowed down to that, but some people that have the shifter down at the cup holder, the automatic shifter down by the cup holder, a lot of people have been posting that same problem. So I thought we would come down here, stay with Grandma while we stuck the truck in the shop. And I called around to a couple Kenworth places to see if my truck was under warranty, because I guess there's some recalls on like the shifter stock or something to do with the transmission with what's going on right now. And I've talked to 3 different Kenworth places and nobody's even heard about this problem. I'm like, how have you guys not heard about this? Maybe you guys should go onto Facebook and check out the T680 Kenworth page, because this is a crazy problem. And I refuse to take my truck to somebody that has never seen the problem just for them to throw parts at it. Just like the one in Detroit couldn't tell me what the problem was. They just wanted to throw clutches in it. Oh, you probably need clutches. Let's throw clutches in it. And then I read, and then some people say that they put new clutches in their truck and it fixed their problem. And then I've read people where they put new clutches in and it didn't fix the problem. And I've read where people put new transmissions in and it didn't fix the problem. Some people say that there's a relay. They replaced the relay and it fixes the problem. Some people are like, change this fuse out, even though it shows that it's good. Sometimes that fixes the problem. Like it's like nobody knows what the actual problem is.
This says we have an appointment at 4 today.
Yeah, for the second pickup. So this is we just pick up a load picking up in Piqua, Ohio. It's a 2-pick, 1-drop. 27,000 pounds of skidded coils. Our first pick is 2 coils. Second one is, I don't know how many coils. It's going to be like a total of 27,000 pounds. Going down to Loudon, Tennessee. I don't know how good that's doing. Man, we've called on so many loads. These brokers are playing so many games where, I don't know if I told you about this load that we were going to pick up some furniture somewhere around here and take it up by Beloit, Wisconsin. We're trying to get up to Beloit. Subscriber has some loads of hay that he wants us to do. And for the life of me, I can't get up there to save my life. But we called on this load and supposedly we had it, and we sat around and waited, and then supposedly he came back and was like, well, I guess the customer just got it covered for $1,200, or he got a bid of $1,200. He's like, can you beat that? I'm like, no, you guys have it posted for $1,450. Why would I go down on something? Why are you posting a load that you don't have, number one? And why are you posting a load for a rate that you don't have it for? So he wanted me to try to beat $1,200. I'm like, no, absolutely not. And honestly, at $1,200, if he would have just posted $1,200, I would have took it for $1,200, because that was still over $3 a mile. And I can't remember what broker that was. But I kept seeing it. I've been watching the load board all weekend long, and I keep seeing different companies posting it. And they would post it for $1,000, and somebody else would post it for $1,100. Well, some other company was posting it this morning, and they started out at $1,100. I'm like, nope. Then they raised it to $1,200. Finally, they got up to $1,350. I'm like, all right, I'll do it again for $1,350. I call him up. He's like, okay, yeah, let me call the customer. If you don't hear back from me, because I told him the whole deal. I'm like, look, everybody's posting this load, but I guess none of you guys have it. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to bid on this load and win it. I'm like, I thought they had it covered already for $1,200. That's what a broker on Thursday or Friday told me. And I was like, I asked him, I'm like, why is everybody posting this load if they don't actually have it? He's like, well, we're trying to win the bid load. I don't know. It drives me nuts. Anyways, load ended up dropping down off the board. Guy never called me back. So now we're headed to Piqua.
In 1/4 mile, turn left, then take the 3rd right.
It was nice. We went and seen Grandma a lot. She's doing good. They're keeping her there. They're going to move her over into her own little condo thing. And I was all about it, man. I was like, Grandma, you need to stay here. You need to stay here. And then I found out what they charge. Grandma, you need to go home. You need to get out of here. We got to find you someone to stay at the house. Anyways, skidded coils. Let's go pick up some skidded coils. Only 27,000 pounds, so that's kind of a good thing, huh, woman? Well, see you there. All right, stop number one. Two little coils, 2 skidded coils. And it's the band kind. It's the little skinny, like strips, huh?
Yeah.
It's not like a coil that's normally a coil. They're about like, they're strips that are like that thick, huh? Stacked on top of each other. So we just did a quick tarp job on this because we got to tarp the next ones coming up. We'll probably, when we get there, we'll just pull this back off and then tarp the rest. And I almost didn't tarp it because I was like, oh, we're just gonna run down the road, but I don't know, probably best we tarp it.
The building says all loads need to be tarped before they leave.
You gotta speak up, woman.
So the building says all loads need to be tarped before you leave.
We have to tarp it before we go?
Yeah. Did he give you paperwork?
No, I didn't get any paperwork. I got you. Yeah, you wanna go check? Well, I mean, you gotta go on that side. All right, the GPS just told me 75 is closed going down through Dayton. I don't know how true that is. This thing just said 75 is closed going through Dayton, so it's trying to take us around Dayton.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, maybe you can pull this up on Google too and just double check and see. But it says we're gonna get there at like 2:19. We got a 4 o'clock appointment to unload. He said we can check in a half hour early. hate these appointment things, man. Because, like, as soon as I told him I take the load, he's like, okay, well, when can you pick up the second pickup? I'm like, I haven't even picked up the first pickup. I don't know how fast they're going to be. Well, it's only 2 skidded coils on the first one. That doesn't mean anything. These brokers sit in this office and they figure you just like pull up and they're like, it's like a NASCAR pit crew team. Go, 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 go. No, bro. For one, they don't care. For two, they don't care. And for three, you don't know how many trucks are there waiting to get loaded anyways. And for four, they don't care. I mean, they were fast here. I'm not going to say they don't care. I'm saying in general, shippers and receivers don't care that you're sitting there. Alright. Well, this thing will not let me say that I departed. This next place is supposed to be a 24-hour facility. So, I don't know. It seems like these steel places have their heads up their butt right now. And it's not even that they can say that they're that busy. I hate this sharp hand, right hand turn. Because it doesn't seem that busy. But maybe they're short on helpers, or workers, or laborers, or whatever you want to call them. I can't see that way. I gotta swing out in that far lane. Do I got it?
No.
Oh.
There's a car coming. There's another car coming.
What a dumb corner. And now I got this dump truck coming. Alright, well I guess, oh, is that saying 75 is close too?
Yep. You got another truck coming.
Can you tell them to hurry up?
No.
We'll see you there. Alright.
That's not your step.
So we just arrived. We've been here before. I can't remember if they were fast or not. I want to say it was okay, but I can't remember. Anyways, we had a 4 o'clock appointment, and the broker called me when I was like 5 minutes away. He probably knew that where we were because they're tracking us.
I'm gonna put that over here.
Oh yeah, good idea.
What?
And he called and he's like, hey, because we had a 4 o'clock appointment.
I got it.
What time is it right now? 2:26. He's like, hey, do you want me to try to get you an earlier appointment? Because when he told me, he's like, I can set you up an appointment for 4. I'm like, man, I hope it doesn't take the 4 to get over there to get loaded. Even with 75 was closed on going through Dayton, I guess because there was an accident. But he's like, well, let's just be safe and set it at 4. It's like, all right. So I called up. He's like, do you want me to get you an earlier appointment? I'm like, dude, that'd be awesome because we're like 5 minutes away right now. He's like, all right, let me call and see what I can do. So he got us a 3 o'clock appointment, but he said it won't update in their computer until like 2:50. So he said just go into the office around 2:50 and tell them you're there for your 3 o'clock appointment. So I was like, all right. I mean, that saves us. I mean, technically you can check in 30 minutes before your time.
Are you thirsty?
But I mean, hopefully this gets us loaded faster. Looking at
Are you thirsty?
You
keep yawning.
Looking at Loudon, Tennessee,
Are you thirsty?
it doesn't look great. I just can't win. We can go to Texas for $3.17 a mile.
Didn't that guy just end up saying Texas is not
Laredo.
good?
Laredo is basically Mexico. 2 pickups, 1 delivery, 2 backhoes. This is that same one that was there weeks ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unless they always ship 2 backhoes down that way. Well, got some time to blow. I guess I could work on a video or something. I guess we'll see you when we're getting loaded. Hey, Will, it's Robert. Hey, we're here at this coil place, and they're saying I'm at the wrong address. I need to be picking up at the mill. It's like he said. Yeah, man. So there's a computer in there that you got to punch your load number in and your truck number. And I remember him being like, you know, it might take a little bit for it to get into the system. So I'm like standing in there, like waiting in line, and then more people come in, and I try to punch it in, and it doesn't work. So I step back out of line, and then finally somebody actually walks into the office. I'm like, hey, can you check this number to see? Because they did have it set for 4 o'clock. I'm like, hey, can you make sure that it's not like still set for 4 o'clock? He's like, well, let me get all these people out. So like I had to sit there and wait for him to like get all the people out of the office. And then finally he gets to me.
Street, Middletown,
and I give him the number, and he's like, you're at the wrong place. Like,
turn right, then take the first left.
I know that it's like supposed to be just right down the road, but at the same time it's like I've been standing here waiting for 45 minutes now, man, because you were in a big hurry to put this thing on the load board with zero information. This was another one of those loads that we took where he's like, you know, oh, I'm trying to get this load, let me see if they'll accept this bid. I don't know. I guess we'll see you when we're at the real place. Probably punch in my load numbers and stuff. It's gonna be a 4 o'clock pickup anyways, huh? This probably screwed us on our pickup time now, since it's 3:30. Yeah, truck's all the way on the scale.
Truck number, your load number, the company you drive for.
Truck number is 1776. The load number is 752-2180. And I drive for South Georgia Hot Shot.
I need to know the weight of the load you're picking up.
So I have a 2-pick 1 drop. So it's saying 26,534 for the entire load. So I don't know what your portion is.
How much is it again?
26,534. But like I said, I have 2 picks and 1 drop. I already have a little bit of a load on me right now. She has to have her CDL to be on property. Look at, she's not driving. What are you talking about? Looks like I got to do all the work and do all the strapping and stuff myself then, huh? Truck drivers stop here and check in at office trailer for 166 167 coils. Alright, turns out, not only did they give me the address wrong a bunch of times, I was told this would be skidded coils, when in fact the first two are skidded, and then the last two are going to be in coil racks. And then there's two different pickups over here too. So I just sit and wait. Is it really 5 o'clock now? 4:51. I had to sit and wait for like 45 minutes for them to check me in and to back me into this door here, because everybody that was working in the office was loading coils. So I forgot to chain down them 4x4s. These coils are retarded. They're like super long and small. So I had to stack a 4x4. I had to put two 4x4s on one side of a coil rack and then one 4x4 on the other, because the coil was touching the deck. I gotta go fix these 4x4s because we gotta go pull to another door. Alright, we are finally loaded up at these turds. Look at this coil they gave me, man. Like, it's coming unwound and the center of it has pushed over. If this camera will straighten up, I mean, it's all like beat up. This center has pushed over, so I'll show you what I had to do with that. This one's in decent shape. Still have to tarp these things. It's going on, it's almost 5:30 right now. Yeah, so the whole center of this thing has slid over. So I had to put a corner on this and then put some of my felt on here because the chain was going to touch both of these sides. Just absolute dog crap. I need to throw some blankets over these things and get them tarped. Alright, give you guys a quick look before we get out of here. Normally I don't stick two coils next to each other that close where I can just use one tarp. But like I said, it's only 23,000 pounds for both of these. So I wasn't scared to stick them close to each other. Use one tarp. That's pretty much it. Let's go to Tennessee. Well, good morning. It is it's 9:30. We drove up until 12:30 last night. We made it to Knoxville, Tennessee. We're about 30 minutes from our drop. This is about as close as we could really get. With almost guaranteed parking. This is a pretty big petro. Everything's reserved parking. And you better believe, see that guy on the golf cart over there? He goes around and he checks everybody's truck. And he will kick you out if you haven't paid. What I don't understand though is if you're parked in one of these reserve spots, you have to have a receipt in your window proving that you paid for parking. But if you park in a non-parking spot, I didn't see them messing with them. You know, sometimes people park along, oh, maybe they did, because see that baby bluish Peterbilt right there? It was parked along the curb over there last night. So they probably, oh yeah, see there's a Volvo over there right now. But there was a lot of people not parked in parking spots that I didn't see the guys on the golf carts harassing. So that's kind of messed up that we have to pay to park in a parking spot, but you don't have to pay to park along the side. Anyways, we can't drive until 10:30. I mean, technically, I could probably, I don't think it really matters. I have time to get there, and I could switch my off-duty to sleeper berth, and then go off-duty when we get there, and get our reset. But that's all right. I was exhausted. Anyways, let me take a leak. We gotta walk the dogs. See you guys in a bit. All right, let me clarify a little bit, because I know there's gonna be some people crying in the comments. Robert, don't you park like an asshole a lot? Hell yeah, I park like an asshole a lot. But when the parking lot is this empty, it was even emptier than this at 12:30 last night. And then you park over there. That's where the issue is. That's what happens a lot of times, is people, and I'm not condoning them charging us to pay for parking, but there's definitely times people park like this, and it's almost impossible to get by the way that everybody's parked. So that's what I'm talking about. Ah, look at those mountains over there. So we still don't have a load yet, because it took so long to get loaded yesterday. I was actually looking at a load going back to Columbus, Ohio yesterday, but I ended up having to like tarp and strap and chain all that stuff by myself, and Lita was stuck in the truck, which I feel like is BS. Places requiring you to have a CDL in order to be in there, and I'm like, look, she's the company owner, and they're like, it doesn't matter, it's her policy. I'm like, well, I'm not leaving my old lady outside. And he was like, I was like, look, I'll stick her in the truck and draw the curtains, but I'm not leaving her out in the truck. You guys, I just won't pick the load up. So he's like, all right, well, don't tell anybody I told you you could do that. So that's what we end up doing. I'm so tired of these places being like, oh, you can't have You can't have your wife or your dogs in the truck. It's like, we're truck drivers. We can do what we want. You know? Nobody told me that we could. Anyways, yeah, Lita said that there were a couple of loads popped on the board, but I was literally there between moving places and having to wait at every place that I went to. I had to like check in, but it just took up too much time. I don't know what's going on over there. This, oh, I guess it's maybe like, is that like a dump site? Why is there like mountains over there? I mean, I guess there's mountains over there. I don't know. What are you girls doing? I guess we'll finish walking these dogs. 10:30 rolls around, we can get out of here. I need to be on the load board right now. That's what I need to be doing. Oh, I forgot to mention we got the transmission fault again last night. It was when we were driving over some super rough roads, like potholes and stuff everywhere. It ended up popping back on. I haven't tried to turn the truck on this time. We've recently posted the video where it happened the first time when we were backing up. And then we stopped at that rest area recently. That's why we kind of went to Ohio and stayed in Ohio. But the truck was shut off for, people are saying just shut the truck off for a couple of minutes and turn it back on and it should go away. It didn't that time. That's why I kind of got worried. And we tried the whole turn the key. I've turned the key on and off so many different numbers, so many different times, thinking maybe I got the numbers wrong or maybe I did it wrong. And it would never show us the code. It would never reset itself. I even pulled the fuses in the fuse box that went to the transmission, and that transmission fault still didn't go away. Here you go. You got one of them tassel truck drivers. They got all those tassels hanging from their window. I don't know. It might sound racist or something, man, but you just can't talk to anybody in truck stops anymore. Nobody speaks English anymore. It's a guarantee. The only guarantee that you see that they will speak English is if they drive like a long-nosed Pete or a Kenworth. Honestly, maybe that's why so many people like those. But these Volvos and even my T680, man, like nobody speaks English. I'm a part of so many different T680 groups, and none of them, hardly any of them, speak English. It's you can't talk to them on a CB. You can't warn them about something. They're the worst people on the road. They're the most disgusting people in the truck stop. Not just the Indians. There's people coming over from Africa that are just as bad. And you've got some Russians that are bad. Like, it's, imagine going over to their country and taking their jobs. I don't think they would allow it. Like, I guarantee this guy in this Peterbilt's American. Hauling block on a Landau. That's wild. Truck's been off all night. Let's see if it's gone. Nope, still there. Still there. Oh, wait, it just went away. And what's stupid is there's a place in here to read. Look at that. We got 7.4 miles to the gallon on the way here. Place in here to read fault codes. It's supposed to tell you your check engine codes, and it doesn't when that's up. I think it's something to do with wiring. I mean, maybe I'll send my shifter stock off and have it rebuilt just to like eliminate that. I think it's like 500 bucks plus shipping, which sounds ridiculous, but a brand new one's like almost, if you bought a brand new one, I think they're like $2,000, which is, that's the ridiculous part. So we've got like 11 more minutes before we can leave. And Lita hasn't found us a load yet. What are you doing? Get on it. Like I said, we're trying to get back up to the Beloit area because there's a subscriber that has some hay loads that we're trying to get to. I thought, oh, that'll be easy from Ohio. There was 3 loads going up that way, and they were all garbage. Honestly, we probably shouldn't have taken this load here. I kind of freaked out. We went from a really good area in Ohio, and I think this load is only what? This load is like $3.34 a mile. But honestly, after messing with all the crap where they were giving us the wrong address and stuff, it wasn't worth it. It was like $3.30 a mile, which was what is this, 1,200 bucks?
Yeah.
But now we're down in, which I thought this would be doing better too, honestly. And if I wouldn't have got stuck dealing with all those check-in offices at that place where we had to pick up the coils, I was going to call on that Columbus, Ohio one yesterday. But it was gone by the time I got back in the truck. There's one going to Orlando that I was telling Lita, maybe we should just go back. There's a Mercer truck. Well, guess we'll see you guys there. We didn't let them do it. We said no thank you. Yeah, we didn't let them put the clutches in. Oh, we've been here before, Babs. We've been to Loudon before.
Yeah.
I remember this. They just want to throw parts at it. Honestly, they don't know what's. That's how it works out for us, man. It doesn't matter if we show up at 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock or whatever. People go to lunch when we show up. Just like they always run out of propane when we show up. there's another dog down there. Looks like Fat Butts, but brown. Huh.
Kind of.
Alright. We are finally unloaded. It is almost 1 o'clock now. When did we get here? 11?
Yeah.
10:30?
11.
11 o'clock?
We sat in there for at least 45 minutes.
We showed up. I'm like, man, this is great. They're going to get right on this. Nope. Went to lunch. Went to freaking lunch. So we picked up a load.
Harding Machine Road.
What are they called? Underground
Enclosures.
enclosures. Why does it keep going to the right? Underground enclosures going to Jacksonville, Florida. Funny story. I'm not sure if somebody has stolen the sticker off of the tag on our trailer or if I forgot to put it on. But somebody in the comment section said, did anybody notice that the tag said something like June 2023?
Jesus Christ, who is looking?
When I was showing the lights on the trailer, I'm telling you, these guys will see it. Oh shit. Stupid blind corners, man. This has got to be the most backwoods. I think this guy's turning in here, so I'm gonna pull out in front of him. Come on. Come on.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on Tennessee 72.
Oh yeah, June 2023. So I went back there and looked, and sure enough, it says June 2023, but we have the registration for 24. And what's wild is that that inspection that we got didn't catch it. But I'm wondering if somebody stole the sticker. I don't know.
Or it fell off.
I don't think it would have fallen off. You're supposed to take a razor blade and like cut through it, so if somebody tries to steal it, it comes off in pieces. But either way, it's due again. So
In 1/4 mile, turn
I didn't
left
really
on
want to go to the
Tennessee
house.
72.
Honestly, there was a good paying load going to Orlando, and then there was this load going to Jacksonville. Obviously, the one going to Orlando paid more overall, but then it's like, then we have to deadhead back home from Orlando, where Jacksonville is only like 2 hours. I don't know, how far is Orlando? Maybe 4 hours?
Yeah, it's 4 hours.
So, doing some
Turn left
underground
at the traffic
enclosures,
light.
picking up like 20 minutes from here.
See, this says to turn right and we get on 75.
Okay, let's do that, because for some reason, this Garmin took us way off of 75, and it's 75 is literally right there. We could have kept going 75 and got off on this exit, and the Garmin took us all through some crazy back roads. So this will take us to Jacksonville. We'll run home. We'll
I found the result.
what?
Cancel.
What is that even saying? You can see where trucks have been running over this curb.
Cancel.
This thing listens to you when it's not supposed to be listening. We'll just be sitting here having a conversation. Won't even mention Garmin, won't mention anything. And it's like, oh, okay, we'll take you there. It's the government, man. The government's listening to us, man. Anyways, underground enclosures going to Jacksonville, picking up 25 minutes from here.
Turn right on Robertson Springs Road.
This thing refuses to take us to 75, man. It is not having it. So, I guess we'll see you there. 43,000 pounds? It's a little bit of a heavy load, but only 2 loads paying. This one in Orlando, I don't know. It's one of those cases where you kind of freak
Turn
out.
left on Robertson Springs Road.
I'm trying not to sit. I'm trying to make some money. Like, if I had to do all over again, I probably wouldn't have taken this load coming here. Even though it was $3.30 a mile. This place is... Why does it want me to go here? Just tell me what Google says.
Shane keeps.
That's a
keep on
park,
saying
bro.
it.
It wants me to turn into a park. That's a dog park. Alright, we'll see you there. Trailers. Tractor. Trailers. What?
Tractor trailers. Make delivery.
Customer trucks with trailer. So I bet we'd go left, I would imagine.
I guess. I don't think we can even fucking fit in there.
I don't know where that's pointing to anyways. That's just grass down there.
In 1 mile, arrive at 720 New Highway 68, Sweetwater, Tennessee, 37874, on the right.
That old barn, that's a cool picture right there. I hate all this dust. Yeah, so they're fiberglass. I thought they'd be concrete. Or do they look concrete? Oh my god. They look concrete, huh?
I don't know.
Alright, we've arrived. It looks like these underground enclosures are fiberglass. I always thought they were concrete. And maybe they do make concrete ones, but these are definitely fiberglass. It smells like a body shop around here. I love the smell. What are you doing, woman?
Factoring a load.
Somebody said they're unsubscribing because I show you guys too much. Yeah, they said you show your dogs too much on your channel. Oh well. Ain't that right? Now we have to double up on the doggy footage.
We're just gonna show dogs. You won't get any load footage. We'll just put the camera in
Yep,
the
it'll be 24
cab.
24 hours of what the dogs do
Dogs.
all day long. And this is what they do. Ha!
What's wrong, fat butts?
You look sleepy.
Nobody wants to eat today. You don't want to eat.
Alright, well, they backed me in. They'll be loading me any minute now. Alright, here we go. Man, there's some of these that are very, very questionable. Super wide load. Not a wide load, it's just wider than normal for a legal load. Is that right? Anyways, yeah, they had to finagle these things around. We had to go on the outside of the rub rail on some of these because just couldn't fit the straps between them. Ugh. That's it though. Jacksonville, Florida. I mean, I eyeballed all this before I strapped them down. Listen to those things vibrate. Of course, it's not going to do it now. And they all looked like it was okay. I don't know if it's the straps making it look like some of them are sticking out. Well, we're going to go weigh this thing just to make sure. Because what's going on here? Because just because I think they said 43,000. I just want to double check. I mean, I think they have molds and they got a gun that they blow it in with. I don't know how they do this, honestly, but I bet there's some weight variations. We just want to double check and make sure. And at 40,000, 43,000, even if it was 44,000, I think, I mean, it'd be all right. Anyways, Lita's cleaning up, and we'll be out of here. What do you say, woman? It's about time for a new pole, huh?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to get it to extend and go back in sometimes. Do what? I don't know. Then there's a plastic collar in there, and then that plastic collar might slip. I don't know. We could try it. I'd be down for it. Maybe get one of those long paint sticks that you can open up and adjust. Of course, then it might not fit in the toolbox. I think that little arm needs to be adjusted. I think it'll be all right with just the bottom. I'll have to adjust the top one later. Let's get out of here. Grab my camera.